Hello everybody. Today we invite you on a fascinating journey that will take you through the pages of history and the vast expanses of the Pacific Ocean to the mysterious Easter Island, known to its native inhabitants as Rapa Nui. This remote island, situated amidst the vast Pacific, holds within its depths the richness of Polynesian culture, a heritage that has endured through the ages. Welcome. Easter Island has long been celebrated for its captivating Moai statues, enigmatic monoliths that bear witness to the extraordinary craftsmanship and ingenuity of the Polynesians. It was during the period between 300 and 1200 AD that these fearless explorers and settlers arrived on this isolated island. In ancient times, around 300 AD, a group of courageous Polynesians embarked on an extraordinary journey across the Pacific Ocean. They set out from their homelands in Polynesian regions such as the Marquesas Islands, the Society Islands, and the Tuamotu Islands. Their traditional wooden canoes enabled them to navigate the open waters of the Pacific, and their remarkable navigation skills were based on the observation of stars, waves, and the behavior of seabirds. During their long voyage, they visited various islands, making stops along the way. They settled on those that offered sufficient food and materials for construction. Some of the islands where Polynesians stopped included the Hawaiian Islands, Tonga, Fiji, Samoa, Tahiti, and many others. In each of these places, they settled and developed their cultures, creating unique societies. For example, in Hawaii, where they settled around 1500 AD, they established a rich culture known for hula, ukulele, and a unique belief system. In other places, like Tonga, they excelled as sailors and created impressive stone structures. However, the most famous migration of the Polynesians was to Easter Island, Rapa Nui, where they settled around 800 AD. It was one of their last great journeys and settlements. On Easter Island, isolated in the middle of the Pacific, they created their unique culture, primarily known for the monumental Moai statues. The Moai statues, these monumental stone sculptures, constitute the heart and soul of Easter Island. Their extraordinary facial expressions and colossal sizes have fascinated visitors and researchers for centuries. The Moai statues served as the central point of their culture and religion. Each statue was carved in honor of a deceased ancestor or tribal leader and had a ceremonial role in various rituals. These magnificent stone figures were meticulously carved from hard rocks sourced from different areas of the island. The work on them required immense precision and advanced technical knowledge. One of the greatest mysteries surrounding the Moai statues is the technique of their transportation and erection. These massive monoliths, often reaching over 10 meters in height and weighing thousands of kilograms, were carved from hard rocks at various locations on Easter Island. However, how could such gigantic monoliths be transported to their current locations and erected upright? There are many theories regarding the transportation technique. One of the most popular is the theory of walking the statues. According to this theory, the stones were moved horizontally on wooden rollers, similar to sleds, and then raised into place using systems of ropes and logs. This theory would have required tremendous effort and coordination, but still stands as an incredible technical achievement. Another theory suggests that wooden ramps were used to transport the statues. The stones were transported on wooden ramps leading to higher platforms where they could be erected upright. This approach is more in line with technical feasibility, but still leaves questions about the organization of the community and the amount of wood required for such an operation. Each Moai statue has unique facial features, giving them individuality and personality. The facial expressions are usually serene and contemplative, indicating their ceremonial and religious role. However, one of the most mysterious features of these statues is their obsidian and coral eyes. The eyes of the statues were made from precious materials, emphasizing their significance. Obsidian pupils and white coral irises gave them extraordinary expressiveness. These materials were not naturally found on Easter Island, suggesting that the native population maintained trade connections with other Polynesian islands. This speaks to their advanced culture and the ability to engage in inter-island exchange. Recent archaeological research has yielded fascinating discoveries. It was found that many Moai statues have bodies hidden beneath the ground's surface, altering our perception of their original appearance. Furthermore, it was discovered that some of these figures once had eyes made of coral and obsidian, adding even more mystery to their facial expressions. Meanwhile, as the Moai statues were being created on Easter Island and a unique culture was developing, the native population also developed a mysterious writing system known as Rango Rongo. It is one of the few writing systems in the world that has not been fully deciphered to this day, posing a challenge for researchers and linguists. Rango Rongo is a writing system that was used on Easter Island to record various information, from genealogies to myths and religious rituals. The name Rango Rongo comes from the native Rapa Nui language and means writing or carving. Rango Rongo records consist of characters that were carved into wooden tablets or pieces of banana tree bark. These tablets were called Kohau Rango Rongo. The characters were carved along one edge and read from left to right, top to bottom. The writing system is highly graphic and often features various symbols, including human figures, animals, and abstract shapes. Despite many years of research and attempts to decipher the Rango Rongo characters, it has not been fully understood to this day. The mystery of Rango Rongo remains one of the greatest challenges in the fields of linguistics and archaeology. Efforts to decipher Rango Rongo have been hindered by a lack of access to the original characters, many of which have been destroyed or lost due to contact with Europeans. However, some tablets have survived and serve as a source of information about this mysterious script. Many theories have attempted to explain the meaning of Rango Rongo. One theory suggests that it is a writing system that contains genealogies, descriptions of religious rituals, and the history of Easter Island and its inhabitants. Another theory suggests that it is a magical system that influenced rituals and religious practices. Other hypotheses suggest that Rango Rongo may have been used for recording trade information or as an educational tool. Nevertheless, to this day, there is no definitive solution to the mystery of Rango Rongo, making it one of the most fascinating and unsolved aspects of Easter Island's culture. Easter Island, isolated from the rest of the world in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, remained virtually uninhabited for centuries after the arrival of the Polynesians. However, in 1722, this remote island was discovered by Europeans, bringing significant changes to the history, culture, and lives of the native population. In 1722, Dutch navigator Jacob Roggeveen, during his Pacific expedition, arrived at Easter Island. This was the first recorded encounter of Europeans with this remote island. Roggeveen and his crew were astonished by the sight of the Moai statues and the mysterious culture that surrounded them. The contact with Europeans marked a turning point in the history of Easter Island. With the arrival of foreigners came new technologies, products, and cultural influences that had a significant impact on the lives of the indigenous people. European contact brought both benefits and negative consequences to the native population of Easter Island. On one hand, Europeans provided tools, iron, and other materials that improved living conditions on the island. However, this contact also brought diseases like smallpox and tuberculosis, which were previously unknown on the island. These epidemics drastically reduced Easter Island's population. The introduction of European animals, such as rats, led to environmental degradation, affecting the availability of natural resources. This contributed to resource scarcity and agricultural difficulties. The decline of the classical civilization on Easter Island is a topic that sparks much controversy and mystery. There are various theories about how the downfall of this society occurred, leading to the cessation of Moai statue construction and associated cultural practices. One of the most frequently mentioned theories is the ecological theory, which suggests that excessive deforestation, necessary for the survival of the community, led to environmental degradation and the loss of access to essential resources. Without trees for building boats, making ropes, and cultivating crops, the community became more isolated and vulnerable to food shortages. Another theory suggests that competition among different tribes and the resulting conflicts led to the decline of civilization. Battles over resources and prestige could have led to social destabilization and resource depletion. Thank you for watching this episode and sharing our passion for exploring fascinating histories. If this material has sparked your interest, please don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and share this episode with others who may also be interested. We wish you a wonderful day and look forward to seeing you in the next episode. See you later.